Hi, this is Neil, and this is my 2001 Audi TT Quattro. It's got 100,000 miles on it, and I've had a couple shifter issues. About 2 years ago, I couldn't get it into fifth and sixth, and what had happened is these are the cables that go into the car. This is the selector cable, and this is the actual shift cable. This puts it into first, second, so on. That's neutral. And what had happened is the selector had slipped. And what you can do, if this is your problem, you can pull this back and you can slide that shaft so that it makes it longer or shorter and whatever, and then you let this go again, and then you'll be all happy because you fixed it quickly. If that's not the issue, if it still isn't shifting and it feels like there's nothing connected to your shifter, then you've got an issue with the grommets or the bushings that were inside there. Now they tell you to take this thing apart. They tell you to take out the drive shaft, the exhaust system, all the little plates underneath, jack the thing up in the air and do it from underneath. And then you got to pull all the cables out from what I just showed you. You got to buy all new cables. It's about it's $400 anyway for the cables, and then it's this shifter, if you buy that's $200. What I'm doing is I'm rebuilding it. So what I did is I took off the whole center dash deal, and inside there, well, what I did is I made this access hole. You could see down there what you were doing, and you could see there was an issue down there. But anyway, there's the shaft the cable that comes in's got a ring at the end. It's just about the size of a ring on a ring finger, a wedding ring. Anyway, it fell off the finger that's inside there. So what I did is I took this shifter out. After I cut this hole, I took the shifter out because it didn't come out before then. I think I had part of it boink out the hole, and then it came out, but it's weird. I don't know why. When I got it out, I got a little mold, and I put this mold over the finger. I filled it up with silicone, and this is what I used. It was CarQuest, brand new. It hardened up nicely. It was over this little finger, and I just filled it right up to the very end. This is about a half an inch in diameter, but you can measure the ring inside there. This is what I came up with. It was 5 point or 6 point. I don't know, whatever it was. It was a little bit more than a half an inch. You'll figure it out. So I filled this up with silicone. I pulled it off. When it was all done, I had some hemostats. And I got this isn't it, but I got a washer. Well, first of all, I stuck the shifter back in there, and then I got the shifter cable, and I pushed it in, and it went right over the rubber. It slipped on nice and tight. And then I got a washer to put on top of it. Of course, that's not a washer, but I put a washer on top of it. And then I had one of these little clips. You can buy one of these clips, or yours is probably at the bottom of your mess in there. It's a enclosed, it's like a shoebox inside there. Anyway, and then I stuck this in there and I put it on, and it all worked really well. It all worked well, and now I'm just putting it back together. Now, that's the shifter cable. What you have is a selector on this side. And that was messed up too. You can see little bits and pieces at the bottom there. I did the same with that. I put a little mold over it. I filled it with silicone. And it's kind of it's a little delicate how you put that thing back in there, but it all popped in. I actually pulled this rubber piece off that holds the ball, but it shifts like new. It's perfect. It's nice, and I won't have to mess with it anymore. It's all back together. The silicone's holding up nicely, and it saved me a buttload of money. And like I said, this thing, I'm ready to put it back together right now. And I didn't see anything on YouTube about how to repair your car. Oh, and by the way, Audi doesn't make these things, so they want you to buy a whole new cable. So, I'll show them. Anyway, good luck with that. Put an access hole on the side. I cut it with a wood chisel, and I think along the bottom I had like a thin grinder wheel, and I cut a hole, and you can see right about where it was. That was big enough for it, and that's all going to be covered. I'll probably cover it up with some silicone or a piece of tape or something. But yeah, good luck with that. And this is Neil. Good luck with your shifter issues.